Let's get into the shoes of our target audience user, the partner developer, and make 4 of the simplest REST API calls. 3 calls to a mock REST API called RecRes and 1 to the NASA API. The very first call retrieves the list of all the users from the mock REST API as we type this URI in the browser address bar. This simple REST API call has retrieved the user data in JSON format in the Mozilla browser that formats the JSON the best. Try pausing the video and trying this URI in the browser, preferably in Mozilla. These URLs within the mock user data link to the user mugshots. Next, we retrieve data of a specific user by specifying the user's ID. Here, the record of the user with the ID 4 appears in the browser in JSON format. Let's try the same request through Postman. We paste the same URL here and specify the method as GET, as we are trying to retrieve the data here. Not send, edit, or write data in the REST API. In the real world, developers would be embedding these REST API calls in their code to create apps that build on top of this REST API with users' data. JSON happens to be the most common format of data that developers use these days, followed by the XML format. Let's take this to the next level and create a user record. Curl commands are easy to use in Postman and allow you to make requests you cannot make through URLs in the browser, such as post requests, in which you send the data to write or edit on the REST API. When you import a curl command with data into Postman, the tool automatically converts the command into a corresponding request in its user interface. This process involves extracting relevant information from the curl command, such as the request method, URL, headers, and body, and populating the corresponding fields in the Postman request builder. Now, since we have created this record of RRR the Oscar winner in the REST API, we should be able to retrieve it too. Nope, it's a mock REST API, didn't I say? Now, let's go celestial with a real API, the NASA REST API, and retrieve their asteroid picture of the day. Since this is a real REST API, you will need some minimal authentication for making the REST API call. Once you sign up with NASA by providing your email ID, they share a key with you to make the REST API calls. In this URL, replace your _API_ key with the key you received from the NASA REST API after signing up and use the URL to make this call. And the asteroid picture of the day for March 26, 2023 is actually a video they have hosted on Vimeo.
For all its material advantages, the sedentary life has left us edgy, unfulfilled. Even after 400 generations in villages and cities, we haven't forgotten. The open road still softly calls, like a nearly forgotten.
And that's it for today. I hope you had fun learning and tried making these calls on your own. We will return with more complex REST API calls with authentication and payload data.